Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Guess what? I reached over 5,000 subscribers. So yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you everyone for tuning in every week. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you, and I greatly appreciate those who continue to tune in from week to week. So thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And yes, there will be a giveaway, but yeah, that will be in an upcoming video and it will be randomly announced. So at any rate, let me give you, this won't be a long video. Let me give you a synopsis of what happened. So if you saw my previous plans video, which I will link here, I talked about the 3 different jumpsuits I was going to make and the patterns, the muslin fabric and the fashion fabric I was going to use. And yeah, so not a lot of that happened. One of the jumpsuits did happen, and let me get over here because I do want to pop up the pictures that I do have. Only thing me made I have on is this cardigan. This is the Madison cardigan by Style So Me, and this is a ready to wear maxi dress, the long maxi dress, and you see why I need to make more of these, because that M7121, that's pretty much what this is, but it's a ready to wear. So I will be making a few more of those soon. Watch out for upcoming video I have on that. But anyway, let's get into this video, this review. The pattern I did use is the AK Patterns Abby jumpsuit. Let me show it to you. And I used View A, but short sleeves. And there is a cutting line on the pattern for short sleeves. So I did that. And I did use the muslin fabric I talked about. Here it is right here. I was not trying to pattern match. It was just to see what kind of fit I would get on it. And so I did, and it is, did I do the tie belt? Yes, I did do the tie belt. And it is, they call it romper style. I don't know. I don't like that term. I just say jumpsuit that's short, because romper sounds so kiddie to me. But anyway, whatever it's called, this is what I did, the jumpsuit and the shorts version. I was not trying to pattern match because, again, it's just a muslin. I wanted to see what the fit would be like, how I would like it on me, and then kind of go from there. So let me talk about the fabric I chose. That is the, pretty much, there's 2 things I did not like about the make. The only 2 things. One is the fabric. Now I used some fabric that I figure will be good for any kind of knit project that I wanted to get the fit on, or maybe just want to try something. And so that's what this is. This is a knit. I got this from Girl Charlie probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it was just sitting there. I was like, I'll use that. I'm not gonna make it into anything else. But it is, if you can, you tell, see how that collar stand is sticking up a little bit? It is the absolute worst fabric for this pattern because A, it's too thin, and the fabric suggestions now for this is a bit more of a sturdier type fabric, medium weight knits with approximately 30 to 50% stretch. And it says we recommend avoiding anything too stretchy and lightweight. Well, the thing with this fabric, it's too lightweight. The stretch is fine, but it's just too lightweight. So that's the only thing with this, is this is not a medium weight fabric. This is very lightweight. So it was the wrong weight. But again, it was just a muslin. So when I initially finished it, I thought, ooh, I look like I'm in a prison uniform with all these stripes and everything on here. And the other thing that I don't like is I just don't like it the way it looks on me. I don't like myself in these shorts jumpsuits. And again, it has nothing to do with the pattern itself. It's just I don't find it very flattering on me. And thank you in advance for everybody who will say it looks fine, and those who saw it on Instagram and said for those who did thought it looked fine. But thank you to those who also gave the constructive criticism of, yeah, not so much. Thank you. I appreciate that too. But yeah, so here it is. Now, the pattern itself, this is my first time sewing up this pattern, and it actually was gifted to me by Athena. This had to be last year sometime, when I was doing other reviews for her. And so I went ahead and used this pattern for this. Now, sewing it up was so easy. So what I can say, and it's because Athena's AK patterns are the instructions are very good. And in particular, because I've sewn a majority of AK patterns pieces, I'm very familiar with the instructions, and this bodice is very complementary to the is it the Samantha? Yes, the wrap dress. I've done that a couple times, 3 times I think. And so I was very familiar with it. And so what I cut, if for those who don't know, the AK pattern goes from a size 4 to a size 26. So in US measurements, that's a bust starting at 29 all the way up to 53 and a quarter. In the sizing for it. And so I cut a 24 for the bust and 26 for the waist and hip, especially because I knew this doesn't have a zipper or anything. The way you get out of it is pulling this back, pulling these 2 pieces back to kind of get in and out of it, which is what I did here. It looks very limp here. It doesn't look like that on, but you would just pull these back and then get in and out. So pattern is very good, easy to sew. I do recommend for those who are more plus size that are willing to give jumpsuits a try. This is very beginner friendly. And actually it says it on the front. Beginner friendly. And so plus she has the video on her channel. If you fancy a sew along with this particular pattern, she has it on her channel. So, and I'll link the channel down below. But let's get into this here. I just didn't like the way it looked. In this fabric, it didn't help that the fabric was horrible pick for the pattern. So didn't give the pattern a fair shake in that way. But the other part of it is, I don't know that even if it was another fabric type, I would like this style on me. I am going to, what I will say is I am going to give the whole jumpsuit a try, but in a different style. And what I have decided to do was not to do the butterick, at least not right now. And I'm not going to combine my block with the Upton. What I'm doing, because I am in the midst of, it's taken me some time, as you can tell, to work on my blocks, my bodice blocks and stuff like that. I'm just going to use my blocks to create my jumpsuit pattern. And I believe I may appreciate a woven. I would like to, my goal is to do a woven and a knit, truly to see, but I will need a zipper. I'm gonna need something to go across my waist to be able to pull up over my hips like pants. I'm gonna need a long zipper, because this, for me, this getting in and out of it, pulling this back, I'm not very graceful with that. So I could just see over time me, because the way I am, totally stretching this out, totally stretching these pieces out, no matter what fabric I'm using, and it not recovering as well. Unless, now one thing I was thinking about is, I wonder if maybe for another knit, you put that clear elastic in here, like in this seam, where it'll kind of hug here. So no matter the kind of, if you use something lightweight like this maybe, or the right weight fabric that's suggested in the pattern, when you do take it off and on, you don't have to worry about that stretching out, because you can put that elastic in there that will give it a little bit of give it a little bit of room for you to get in and out. And I will also consider that and these are just suggestions around the waist. So if you like me, where your waist is larger than your hips is larger than your waist, and you just kind of have that hourglass or pear shaped thing going on, if you use a knit that doesn't have an opening, you might want to consider putting just very, very slightly. You don't want it to gather. You don't really want a gather effect, but just to put enough in here that will allow it to stretch when you're pulling it up over your hips like me. Because I did pop a couple threads because I tried this thing on like 2 or 3 times. I think the last time I took it off, I heard pop, pop. So yeah. So I need, unless I want to go through the acrobats of adding that in there, but this is not a style that for me that looks good on me, so I wouldn't go through that with this. But for a design I'm thinking about, I may consider that if I don't, as I'm playing around with the design, I don't come up with a design particularly that is good for a zipper for a knit. For woven, I'm totally fine with the zipper and everything like that. I actually have the style in my head that I want. It's going to take some time. Stay tuned. It'll come. But yeah, so that might be my suggestion for this, is that you do kind of put that clear elastic in there so it hugs, not strain you around there or strain you or gather. You don't want that effect, but just enough that when you're getting in and out, it'll just recover beautifully and sit there. Once I tried it on and in the full look, I did have to put on the shaper for the bottom. It looked fine, but again, no, I felt a little childish in it, to be honest. And my thing already with something like a jumpsuit, because it is a full piece, is my thighs rubbing together, and if it'll rise up, and I know you can make adjustments on that and you can just make sure it fits. I know that's why I'm going to be working with my block instead, because I don't have that rising up between my legs from my pants block. So then I know, okay, I know I'll have to work with the rise and all of that in my block. I'm well aware of all of that. But yeah, this was, and wait till you see the pictures I pop up. Or I should have been popping up pictures. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Unfortunately, I pumped the brakes because I'm not going to try to plow through and keep going when I'm not too comfortable with how this particular style is. But I was like, okay, I'm not defeated, because I do want to do a jumpsuit now. Now I'm like even more determined, but I want to take my time with it. So that's it. I don't think I have anything else to add. Like I said, I did the shorts version. I told you the size I picked out. I sewed up. I did not put pockets in it just because it's knit, and this type of knit, and this stuff is so clingy. I couldn't, those pockets would have drove me crazy. I probably would have cut them clean on out. So I did not put pockets in it. Plus with a muslin, I didn't want to go through all that anyway. But yeah, I would say if you're looking for an easy jumpsuit to start out, go for this. This is a knit, so you do have, but use the right weight knit. Consider adding the elastic here in the seam to kind of let it hug you a little bit more, and in the waist, because the only way you get in and out is opening this across your shoulders. And me, I was all rough. So I grew up a tomboy. Let me just say that. But anyway, so yeah, so that is my review. And I'm not defeated. I will be giving a jumpsuit a try, but it's going to take some time. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, Wednesday, I'm actually going to have a midweek video. I have a video because I get a lot of questions about when I started out or when I started back to sewing to where I am now, and oh, you've really grown and advanced, and blah blah blah, those type of questions and different things. And I've gotten questions in my inbox. So what I am going to do, look out on Wednesday for a video that addresses that beginner stage and some of the lessons I've learned and where I am today, and a lot of the in between, and quite a few tips. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. That will be coming up on Wednesday. So for those who are subscribed, if you have not hit the bell, hit that bell so you get that notification and see that video when it pops up on Wednesday. I don't often do 2 videos in 1 week, but this week will be 2 videos in 1 week, and then Sunday I will have I think either a haul or a make 9. We shall see. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, tune in on Wednesday, and I will have that will be actually a great video, answering a lot of questions, a few questions I've gotten personally about my sewing journey. So all right, everybody, yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a blessed Sunday, wherever you are. If it's hot, because here in Texas, it's heat advisory. It's over 100 degrees. It's been like this for the past 3-4 days. So yeah, and the humidity is hot. So yeah, everybody stay cool, and we will see you on Wednesday. All right, everybody. Bye.